Bell's got a red ball, chuck it over to me. Abby, thank you. Rest of them to Lucky. Quick as you can, buddy, please. Any more balls? No. Let's go. Okay. We've done some fairly static stuff. We just need to get the muscles working a little bit before we break into something a little bit more exciting. The second half of this, well, it's the second 2/3 really, is going to be about thinking about our cricket a little bit more, and then some technical stuff at the end, some technical backing. Okay. So before we do that, we're going to do a little fielding exercise. In a minute, I'm going to put you into 3 groups. You put yourself into 3 groups really, and each of you are going to be behind one of the orange cones, of the 3 orange cones I've dotted around. Okay. The ball is going to start with the orange cone down there, and you're going to roll the ball along the ground quite hard to the first person on the orange cone over there, who's going to pick it up and underarm it at the set of stumps. Try and hit the stumps if you can. The guys here are going to back it up and hopefully retrieve it quite well, and then you're going to pick it up, and when you get it, you're going to throw it over the top of the stumps over there, because the next person over there will be behind the stumps to collect it, and guess what? The ball's then going to go down and start again. When you've done whatever you've done, so either when you've rolled it down there or thrown it at the stumps or thrown it across here, you follow the ball and join that next group of cones, next team. Oh. Okay. Over the 3 years I've been working with you guys, one of the things I've noticed, particularly in Prague, which I think is sort of the best place to sort of assess, is that we, in a T20 game, I reckon we lose 20, 25 runs in the field every single game. Do you think that's fair, the guys you've been out there? Yeah. So, in a T20 game, 25 runs is a lot, because if you bowl slightly badly or bat slightly badly, you've had it. You're not going to win games of cricket, okay? So exercises like this are really, really important, because actually there's not a lot of pressure. So here, with no pressure on a flat surface, this should be almost perfect. And you don't play as much cricket as a lot of people, so there's reasons, but actually you should by now be doing this much better than you are at the moment, okay? If we can do this sort of drill here well now, when we go into competition, all of a sudden when the pressure's on, we've got a bit of muscle memory. Our brains remember when we've done it well, okay? And it's late at night, it's Friday, loads of excuses, but actually we're a national team here. We need to be starting to do this a little bit better, okay? So, 5 more minutes at least. Let's go again, but let's try and just switch on, bring it up a little bit, just a tiny bit level more, try and have fewer errors, and let's see if we can get 1, 2, 3 circuits round without any errors. Happy with that?
Sure.
Let's go again. Ah, 1 circuit perfect. Start again. Let's have one go and think about it, okay? So, how about this time round, given we're trying to do this as perfectly as possible, when you're throwing it underarm to the stumps, let's try and do it to the top of the stumps. Let's assume there's a keeper there, okay? Because then these guys have got half a chance of picking it up, okay? When you're throwing it from there to there, how could we do it more effectively?
On the bounce.
On the bounce possibly, or just straight over the top of the stumps. Either way, but not 18 foot in the air. You weren't the only one. Where's Keenan? You were just as bad. You were throwing it like an animal possessed. That's not the idea. Actually, this is a team exercise of trying to make sure we're slick. So you're actually working together as a team to make this good. Make it fast, but make it good. Okay? One last go. Intensity here. Thought process, come up, match it, and let's see if we can get everything else done.
So now don't try to hit the stump over the stump, okay?
Do you see how much that improved after the last time we stood here? So we know there's no technical reason why you can't do it. It's this that gets in the way. Adding a bit of thought to what we're doing is important in cricket. In fact, it's essential in cricket. Even more so when you don't get the chance to play as often as you'd like to. So technically, there are no problems. And this is a drill that you can actually repeat quite a lot because you're practicing throwing, fielding, ground fielding, staying nice and low. What was good is how many of you were staying really, really low over in that corner and over in that corner where the ball's coming low. And that's the reason we do those sort of different distances, so you're practicing lots of different fielding. Okay, so back to our sort of thinking cricket. Most of you would have seen enough of each other by now, and I've known some of you guys for 3 years now, so even I know some of these things. You should be able to work out the weaknesses, batting weaknesses, of everybody here. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to split you into 2 teams in a minute. We'll try and get 2 fairly equal teams. And you're going to bat in pairs, and the idea is that the fielding team needs to come up with a plan for each batsman. Okay? You then, the captain, whoever the captain of the field is going to be, the bowler, need to let me know as umpire what the plan is for the facing batsman. And then your task is, as a bowler, to have the skills to deliver that plan you've come up with. Because I think a lot of the time, when you're running up to bowl, you're not really thinking about what you're doing. You're just running up and bowling. You might be running up and bowling thinking, I'm going to try and bowl Yorkers or bowl full, but maybe you're not thinking about for a particular batsman. So I think I've got a fair idea of 4 or 5 of you, a weakness that you may or may not realise yourselves, but it'll be interesting to see if the opposition in this exercise, A, can work it out, and B, can actually make it happen. Because it's all very well working something out, working out weaknesses, but if you can't bowl in the right place or set the right field to it, it doesn't make a damn difference unless you get lucky. Not that kind of lucky. Can you split yourselves into 2 fairly equal teams, please? You do that? Nolan, would you mind doing that for me? Could you split them up into 2 fairly equal teams?
We have 2 captains here, so
Great.
they can choose.
Just pick them very quickly.
They can choose
before it's 9:12. Can you pick 2 teams? Off you go. Lucky first.
Okay, take Derek.
I'm amazed. I'm shocked.
Just Keenan. Jacob.
Leslie.
Wesley.
Can you go and stand behind the guys, please, so we can see who's left? It's like a school playground, this, isn't it? Who's going to get left last?
So we have to try it.
Yeah, it's easy.
I have 4.
You got 4? So it's your turn. So I need somebody.
Go on, quick, you've got 1 minute. You're less than a minute now.
Sammy.
Abby.
Okay.
Yeah, Robbie.
Perfect. Okay. These guys can bat first. So you're going to bat pretty much you're going to bat in pairs. All right? Because this is an exercise on getting this right rather than necessarily who gets out. And you may bat in pairs for over 2 overs, 3 overs. We'll see how it goes. Okay? So all of you can pad up if you've got enough kit with you.
Abby.
You want me to bat properly?
I want you to open the bowling. Okay? Derek and Lucky. Derek, pretty much a good batsman all round. However, he has a problem with the short ball getting into his body, but you have to have the pace to rush him. Yeah? If you notice, it's exactly what we're doing here is exactly what we did last week. Exactly the same.
Ravi has the pace to hurt.
Ravi don't have the pace
But
to hurt.
he has another weapon. LBW.
Yes, that's another thing.
We've seen Derek get out like that.
To do that, right? So there's 2 options: short into the body, get him to hook, mistime it. But if you don't do that, it's a matter of getting wide of coming around the wicket, not over, around the wicket, and trying to angle the ball into him. Yeah? Short of a good length to start with. The Yorker is a surprise ball there for me. Okay?
So you're about first over?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
I thought you said. Okay.
You go with the first one.
My guide. How much was the ticket?
I think it is. It's like for both of us, it's like 150.
Sam, is this yours? For both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, my gloves. Yeah, you can use. They're right.
People like they want heavy. Some like they want light.
Run faster if they're like.
Yeah. Then you get hurt. Not really.
Are you ready, sir?
Okay, guys, good luck.
So Leslie, find some.
Well, the barriers that they think you've got. Okay.
I mean, or are you staring to slip?
Okay. You ready? Prevent those weaknesses from getting you out. Okay. Still try and score runs, so that you just play.
Or alternatively, he's going to try and guide you up to turn. So if you ball in for him to be bowled in swing, it must be on a fairly good length. If you ball in for him to be caught on the third man, it must be short of a length, going away from the ball. Okay, so caught behind.
So what are you going to do?
First ball, what's it going to be?
Just make me drive, make me cover drive. I want him.
Why do you want to cover you?
No, I want to give him a like fifth stump ball. I want him to reach for it. Like the feet, I want him, because he's new, I want him to feed.
Oh, Jonas. Were you? No, you weren't in Prague. No.
He's a friend of mine working with me
Norwegian. He's very lovely.
in
Lovely
Norway.
guy.
So, he
Not
likes
a lot of women where he lives.
No, actually not. He came from a small island where it's like 20 people live on that island. Mostly old people or men. What does he do? I mean, no, he works from there. He's working
because
Nice back in. There's trouble seeing it sometimes. Yeah, trouble seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that beard. Where the hell did that come from?
When it's like really full,
Because when he plays
too much space between.
have a big gap between that and
Okay, fine. Okay, so that's the plan for him. And who's the other one back to Ravi, was it?
Ravi,
he loves to hit straight.
Ravi.
In the air or on the ground?
It depends. If he
Try
goes
one method is a bit short. It's good to try all this.
Okay, so you're going to bowl short and
Yeah.
straight. Are you trying to... You trying to,
To
tempt,
body,
are you
like-
trying to tempt him into playing the drive, or are you trying to make him uncomfortable?
Just like keep it like this.
In
Just the
between.
ball come like.
Okay.
double and
So how are you going to get him out after that? 'Cause
I'm
that's
sure
softening him
you'll
up.
get like a catch, like a slip. You're gonna put
Let's
like
lick.
one slip there.
Okay. Right. You bring these guys in on the plan. Set your field. 1 minute, guys, please. Okay. Field.
Usually it's a ball. 15, like a ball full. Ravi comes, ball little bit short. Like on the ball. Yeah, and then it will be like slip. Just to get some little edge, like how Keena was bowling.
I give him the guess for
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for Ravi. For Keena, try to bowl only 4. We'll see.
Okay,
If balls,
positions, guys, please.
if not,
Let's
we
go.
will change. Okay. And
Right, let's go. Lucky, let's go, please.
ball.
Let's go. Derek just bowled the ball down there.
Hey Ravi, he chuck us the ball.
Yeah, I did. Not,
let
not,
me-
yeah, you do it.
yeah, I will do it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go.
Get him out. That's what it's.
Kenan, talk to him.
Good.
Just keep it like that, offside.
Yeah, basically we have the same thing for this too, right?
Yeah.
So full offside.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you'll notice that my stance is quite open. So my front foot is a bit further back. I've got my shoulders pointing towards mid-on. Okay, this is the Gary Palmer method. Gary Palmer's was Alistair Cook's batting coach, and he's working on one of the Pakistani Test cricketers at the moment. Backswing over second slip, okay, and then we're going to play the shot here, like that, and then we're going to come down and keep that pose all the way down. Okay, follow it down, nice and balanced. We'll see who can hit 3 sixes.
Okay.
Yeah, ready? Any order you like. Keenan, would you mind just throwing the balls down for me? Just an overarm throw, as full and straight as possible. You've got 3 yellow balls just down there. Don't mind who goes first. Everybody else just go off to the side.
And we
Be
have.
ready to come next.
Can we have the rest of the batsmen?
Yeah,
down
yeah,
this
you
way?
go to the back. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
Ball shorter.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. All of a sudden you put a bit of bottom hand on it, ended up over there. One more. You got underneath that.
Nice.
Almost. Super. You adjusted nicely to that. That's good. Have you completed one? Right? Oh, fantastic. Okay, last one.
Ali, you have to ball it.
What was that? 2 hours went very, very quickly tonight. That was a really, really good session. What pleased me the most is the level of improvement. Each time we did something, it got better and better and better. Even that drill at the end there, first time round, it was a bit hit and miss, literally. But actually, those of you who came back in again, just by staying much more still and more balanced, you were hitting the ball beautifully. And the key is, don't try and hit it too hard. These bats now are so bloody good that if you middle it with the right technique and you're balanced and you're controlled, thinking about Prague, that straight boundary is not huge. It's not huge at all if you play that shot straight, balanced and controlled, okay? So remember that when you're playing your shots. Too often, I see a lot of you trying to hit it too damn hard. You don't have to hit it hard. Indoors, we've got the game here on Sunday. Controlled shots will win you the games. Now, whether that's hitting the boundaries under control, or whether it's looking for the gaps and playing it into the gaps and taking the singles, it's all about thinking cricket. That takes us back to the previous thing we did on trying to work each other out. I want to see the bowlers on Sunday in particular bowling with a plan, bowling with consistency. I chatted to David, I bowled 3 balls in a row to Leslie, I think it was, stitched him up like a kipper. And then he bowled something completely different. I said, don't try and do too much. If you've bowled 3 good balls in a row the batsman can't play, don't do something else. Keep working on the weakness, because all that's happening in Leslie's head in that example was the pressure was building. He was probably thinking, bloody hell, how the hell am I going to score a run? And then he bowled something different. It was like, oh, that's easy, thank you very much. So they're the examples of where thinking more about our cricket is going to improve us, because technically we've all got strong techniques and we can improve the output of our game by adding a bit of brain on top of it. And I'm looking forward to on Sunday, hoping to see that happen under a bit more pressure and a bit of competition. Competition is good. I like competition for anything because it pushes you a bit harder, but it also means you have to keep that brain in check, because often when we go over that white line, something else happens in our bodies and the technique falls apart a little bit because of pressure, and the brain falls apart a little bit as well. So we need to make sure that when we cross that white line, all the things that we do well indoors when we're thinking about it, and we're asked to think about it, told to think about it, that we do that in a game situation. Most importantly, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, we did. That was great.
I look forward to seeing a lot of you tomorrow night. Okay.